Alright boys, what's good? So I'm back with another video, and today we're going back to my roots. We're doing a weekly recap, just trying to get some value out there. I know the weekly recaps help a lot for some people. It is actually still Thursday for me, but it's looking like there'll be no more trades. If there are, then I'll update you. But yeah, overall what I can say for definite is EU had a very good week. EU smashed it. As you can see, that is the pair we are on right now. So let me just get straight into it. So this is the first trade. I'm assuming most of you watching this video trade liquidity supply and demand, or at least know of it. And I'm also assuming most of you know how to draw accuracy zones. If you'd like to see a video specifically on drawing accuracy zones, then let me know, because I don't know if it's still confusing to a lot of people. But right here, this candle went below the next one, so we draw it by the body and upper wick, and this is what made the trade valid. If not, obviously this would not have been a valid zone. But we created our level of liquidity, of course, very close to the zone, but it is quite nice. We also then broke the low right here, so these are the main requirements we like to see. And then another thing that made this trade really nice is that we came straight up to the zone with no like messy price action, so we can assume that we'll likely retrace soon, because as I keep saying, price is not just going to keep moving in one direction. And especially since we are in a very clear downtrend right now, if we look up, this is just a very obvious downtrend. It is looking like this would just be a light little retracement right here. But yeah, entry was actually valid for a flip. Some people did take this entry in the Discord, some people didn't. And for this trade, it was very important that you had to stop 1 pip above the candle. I preach this all the time. This is a very important thing. It just gives it a little bit more space, and a lot of the time that can make or break trades. So let's just go off the flip entry right here. And TP1, I think everybody had their TP1 at this low right here for a 1 to 3.5, or at least most people. This is just a very obvious spot. And for TP2, a lot of people actually still have it running, like still, but right here was a pretty good area for me since news is coming up. Basically just matching this right here. That was just kind of the area that stood out to me. However, a lot of people are going for a 1 to 10 to fill in this gap right here. Oh my god, this screen is not fucking big enough. But yeah, a lot of people are just trying to fill in this gap right here, and as you can see, that would give them a 1 to 10, but we're just going to go for the 1 to 8 right now because you'll see. But as I said, it was very important that you had the 1 pip stop loss on this trade, and I think a few people did get stopped out on this trade, and also the candle did close in the zone. So if this happened before we took our entry, this would now be invalid. This is now an invalid trade to take, but it is up to the trader whether they want to hold once it's closed inside the zone, or if they just want to close, or if they want to close like 50%. But in the Discord, because RD was holding, most people did. As you can see, it closed inside the zone and then came up even more. Once again, 1 pip stop loss. Very important for this trade. This just invalidated the trade even more. It looks like it just wanted to take this level of liquidity right here. But after that, it basically just went crazy. TP1 got hit. And then after that, we had another zone get created. This is why I'm saying EU went crazy this week, because we had another zone. This got tapped, so people could double up on their positions if they wanted to. This one right here, because it didn't go back into the zone, this would basically be a break of candle entry, 1 pip above, and probably aiming for the same TP, just with no TP1 on this trade realistically. Once again, level of liquidity, very clear, very nice level. We broke both these lows over here. I believe this one's a little bit lower, so this is very textbook to be honest. This one's more textbook than this, if anything, in terms of entry and just not this messy shit up here. But from there, this one just shot down. This one hit TP very quick. And yeah, there we go. So overall, I don't know, this is a very good trade. I can't be able to add up how much percentage this was. I managed to take the first one on a challenge. I actually closed 50% when it closed inside the zone, so this trade wasn't as big as it could have been. I also managed to miss this one because I had a driving lesson. So yeah, I didn't get nearly as much profit as I should have. But this one right here is very textbook. I'm sure anybody in the Discord that saw it definitely took it because it is very obvious. And yeah, people are clearly seeing results. These are literally just in the last few weeks. This guy's been in the Discord for 6 months, getting 8k payouts. It's just outrageous. Once again, some smaller accounts, these payouts add up, bro. Like, these are no small payouts. If you can do this consistently, that's good, man. But yeah, as you can see, the signal was sent to the Discord, of course, as always. So shout out to RD for managing this whole Discord, bro. It is so good. There is so much value in there, so it is in the first link in the description, and I'll see some of you there. Now this one happened earlier in the week. It's a bit weird. Obviously market open happened, but that actually made this trade a little nicer. I don't know how many people got to take this trade. This is more of a hindsight trade, but I wasn't up to take it anyway. This was at 7:30, but market had made this gap right here. I'm sure a lot of you are aware that market likes to move towards these gaps, fill them in. Market does not leave imbalances like that, so that is a very good confluence to why you could take this trade. The liquidity that got created. It took out its own high right here. Very strange, very like, you know, not exactly textbook, but I'm just pointing out the valid trades of the week. And if you did manage to take this, then good shit. This could have got you a nice 6.5% at the highs over here. I mean, it could have got you a lot more because it never hit stop loss. This could have been an easy 1 to 10. I say easy, definitely not easy for the psychology because you can see. Also, by the way, look how nice the setup was looking. Unfortunately, it never tapped. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. But yeah, next up, AN. This one actually wasn't sent to the Discord because it was just pre-layer night. The entry happened at 12 PM. We don't really like taking trades this late. Once again, I'm just going through the valid trades that happened. And right here, we had a beautiful level of liquidity right here. We had a beautiful break of structure, multiple even. They're just consistently breaking lows right here. Even though overall, we're very bullish. I was just going off recent market structure. Right here, we are just breaking lows after lows after lows. And we came up, took this liquidity, didn't even close above it, had our bearish close. So entry right here is not really what we would have taken. Probably would have ended somewhere around down here. I don't know what that entry actually was. I think that was just when I was looking at it. But this one, simple 1 to 3 at the low. Once again, definitely wasn't the highest quality position ever because we had reacted from this demand very heavily. So I'm not sure if we would have taken this anyway. But in terms of the setup itself right here, this is like very textbook. The level of liquidity is just like a full high in itself, as well as creating a supply zone. Very nice. Not many complaints in terms of that. Obviously, very harsh rejection. Entry wasn't great, but what can you do? And yeah, and now we are waiting on potentially EU to do a 3rd supply in a row. Asking for a lot of EU, considering it's already just hit 2 in a row. But hey, we'll see. We are still definitely downtrending overall. Oh my, yeah, we are definitely still downtrending. If we go into the higher time frames as well, we still have quite a few gaps to fill until this is like maybe going bullish again. But at the moment, we just have clear space to the left. So if that hits, then that is just fucking ridiculous at this point. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what I could be looking at as well. Got this UJ trade right here. This is looking very nice if it comes down pretty cleanly. We are not struggling to break highs at all. We're breaking this one over here, just broken this one as well before coming down. If this just comes down in a straight line, definitely something I'd take. Once again, it is still Thursday, so we do have time for it to potentially hit TP before the weekend. But yeah, that's something I'm hoping for at the moment. There are a few more setups, but if you want to see them, then you can go in the daily forecast. And if you want to see these trades broken down even further, because I didn't really go into the trend all too much, then they will be in the webinars. They've already been explained in the daily forecasts, so I'd definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Pretty short one. Just thought I'd go over the nice trades that we've had this week. And yeah, I'll see you boys next week. Peace.